Allo Yachts Miami Beach ci sono così tante imbarcazioni
At Yachts Miami Beach, there are so many boats that I can't tell you which is the best, the most beautiful. But there is one which I have been madly in love with. It's the new Bertram 35, full of the charm from another era.
Niente a che vedere con la forma e le dimensioni delle attuali imbarcazioni.
Its size and shape is unlike most of the modern boats. We could call it anachronistic and timeless, but that's what makes me appreciate it. After all, how do you prefer a Rolls-Royce, with classic lines or avant-garde? Here there is the soul of the original Bertram 31, from whom the 35 inherited its hull and the spaciousness of its cockpit.
È una barca da pesca? Se volete, sì.
Is it a fishing boat? If you want it to be, yes. Here are the tanks. But you can also set it up this way, with 2 folding chairs, and invite your friends on board. And if this bothers you, it disappears. The stern is typical of more traditional fishing boats, that is, without the platform, slightly convex with the door for the recovery of prey. The side passage is rather narrow, but it is made quite safe by a handrail hidden on the deckhouse. The surface of the foredeck is coated with a non-slip, very classic, but also very effective. Teak covers entire gunwale and almost embraces the fiberglass structure.
Mi piace molto come hanno arredato questa
I
zona.
really like how they have decorated this area, called the mezzanine. It has been set up a little bit Mediterranean, with a sunbathing cushion, complete with headrest. It has the charm of another era, and you can also see how they solved some technical problems.
Ma sotto questo abito elegante e
But
classico
in this elegant and classic dress is a modern structure. Vinyl ester resin vacuum infused hull, reinforced with Kevlar. In short, it is just what you'd expect to find, all the tradition of the shipyard, but also technological evolution. For the furnishings, they have used precious essences, worked with great skill, as was tradition. There is a lot of light in the living area, because all around there are windows and white and reflective surfaces. The kitchen is completely equipped, and red valves are vintage faucets. The dining area accommodates 4 people sitting on a soft sofa around the inlaid teak table. Cabin access is direct, with no door. After all, if you decide to stay on board, the space is tailored for a couple only, not more. The bathroom is separate and quite handy. The wheelhouse is just outside, and to get there you climb. There are 3 beautiful pilot seats mounted on a steel and wood structure that will certainly require maintenance, but I'd happily take care of it.
Per pilotare il Bertram 35 bisogna salire sul fly.
To drive the Bertram 35, you have to climb up to the fly. This is the only steering position. But, guys, it's spectacular. It makes you feel like a king, with such a big instrument panel and 3 armchairs.
Siamo in uno dei canali che attraversano Fort Lauderdale.
We are in one of the canals that run from Fort Lauderdale. Here, there is the nautical base of Bertram, and from here you can reach the ocean, where we will try this new Bertram 35. Visibility is perfect, it's totally clear. It is also very well controlled from the aft cockpit. This is crucial for those who will use this boat for fishing. The dialogue with the fisherman is direct. It is immediate, so the pilot will definitely pander to all his requests.
C'è molto vento oggi e con una barca così piccola.
There is a lot of wind today, and with a boat this small, this high, we'll have a chance to really test its stability.
Su questo scafo hanno installato due motori Caterpillar.
On this hull, they have installed two Caterpillar engines of 460 horsepower. But this is a prototype. It is the first built, and the actual production of series will use exclusively Caterpillar engines of 500 horses.
Le prestazioni che misureremo oggi quindi
The performance that we measure today will therefore be a bit lower than what can be found later on in production models.
a me piace moltissimo questo look che ha un sapore classico ma anche moderno. Sì.
I like very much this look. It has a classical feel, but is also modern. Yes, because this wood, these steels, are the style of the past. But the helm, the instrument panel, is carbon. Look, and the instruments are at the top of the line.
Mi piace molto anche questo.
I also really like this motor control system, typical of the American Fisherman, with two levers on opposite sides, one for each motor. And on the lever, the command for the bow thruster, here.
Adesso questa è la nostra.
Now, this is our route, both engines forward.
Quello che mi piace di questa imbarcazione è
What I like about this boat is its extraordinary maneuverability. You shall see, one engine geared forward and the other back, and then a little gas.
gira su se stessa e con una
She turns on herself and with incredible speed.
non smetterei mai
I could
di
just
fare
keep
questo
playing,
gioco. Ma
but it's time to go and try.
portando l'imbarcazione in planata si sente il rombo dei
Bringing
cavi.
the boat into planing, you hear the roar of the cat. These historic engines have, of course, also evolved into more modern versions with low fuel consumption and low emissions.
Il mare non è ideale, non mi piace. Non mi piace perché l'onda è rotta, è confusa.
The sea is not ideal. I do not like it because the waves are broken, are confused. They do not have a clear direction. And then, on top of these waves, which come from afar, there are very choppy waves. Created by the wind, it blows pretty strong and raises some foamy crest.
Lasciata Fort Lauderdale, mi dirigo verso sud.
Leaving Fort Lauderdale, I head south exactly 180 degrees towards Miami.
In questo momento siamo a 1800 giri.
Right now, we are at 1,800 revolutions per minute, and apart from this shower, everything is fine.
Siamo a 17 nodi di velocità.
We're at 17 knots. The fact is that you have to give a little gas in these situations to pull up the bow, and I do not need to say it twice.
Oh, oh, ora sì che si naviga bene. Questa è un'andatura fantastica. La barca passa.
Oh, now we're sailing well. This pace is fantastic. The boat passes over the waves and the spray is sent far away. In fact, it no longer hits the deck. We're at 21 knots. Well, on a sea this rough, the waves like this, it's great to feel the comfort that this boat can give.
2200 giri.
2,200 revolutions per minute. Right now, we have increased speed to 25 knots.
Il consumo a questa velocità di crociera è di 50 litri ora per motore. Ma guardate che è una velocità
The
di...
consumption for this cruising speed is 50 litres per hour per engine. But look, this is a very high cruising speed for a 35-foot boat in these conditions. And I'm sure if you give even a little more gas, it would be even better.
Oh, oh. Ho deciso di affrontare le onde nel modo peggiore possibile. Ossia,
I decided to tackle the waves in the worst possible way, that is, straight into them, with the bow against the wind and against the sea. 30 knots, 2,600 revolutions per minute.
mi sembra di dominare il mare da uno yacht.
I feel like I'm dominating the sea from a yacht of 20 metres, not from a 35-footer. It's fantastic.
Così mi piace il Bertram, con questa grinta da fisherman americano.
So I like the Bertram with the grit of an American fisherman that holds the course. I want to take it to the max.
Come vi ho detto all'inizio del servizio,
As I told you before, we have less powerful engines, rated at 460 horsepower each. The final version will be with 2 Cat 500 horsepower. And yet, despite this and conditions, it went very fast. More than 30 knots. 31. Fantastic.
adesso la proviamo un po' in virata perché...
Now let's see how she turns, because a fly this short could perhaps have an excessive angle of heel. No, not really.
Bisogna essere leggeri in virata, docili.
You have to be light in turn, however docile, because they added a pump that allows you to maneuver very easily. But that, while sailing, is required to be used with caution, to move the helm with your fingertips like this.
Pensavo che questo scafo avrebbe schiaffeggiato il mare.
I thought that this boat would have slammed against the sea, especially at this speed, with this wind. And instead, it's always soft. It's great.
Io credo che si capisca che...
I think you can understand that despite unfavourable conditions, I'm just having fun. Thank you, Bertram. Thank you.